Hi everybody, this is Kelly, also known on Twitter as Kellyann1977, and I figured I would do a vlog the day after Thanksgiving, and that light is always bright. It's 3:47 a.m. I started cooking yesterday when I vlogged for everybody to show what the stuffing looked like put into the crock pot but not cooked all the way. It said to cook it 3 to 4 hours. I cooked it 2.5 before I had to turn it off because it was very hot, even on low. And this crock pot is about 15, 20 years old. I got it from my mother-in-law. She didn't need it anymore. So I'm quite surprised that, it works as good as it does. A lot better than the newer ones. So I turned it off and let all the steam come out, let it cool down a little bit, and continuously was rotating it after that about every 20 minutes to help it cool off because the bottom seemed like it was starting to burn. And then I cooked the hot sausage and I added bacon to it because I didn't end up doing the cheese ball things. I didn't like how the bacon turned out for it. Next time I'll just go and get the bacon bits for your salad that's nice and soft and just use that instead. And then I forgot the pecans. You can use pecans or peanuts. And the salty helps with the bacon and the cheese. It's softened cream cheese. So I have what's left over. So I started cooking at 7:45. Everything was done by 1:30. I ate a little bit of it, but cooking and being on my feet for 5 hours and chopping everything and the heat, I just couldn't eat. I tried to eat a little bit when I got up at 10:30. I went to bed at 3. I was exhausted. And as I said yesterday, my hamster Oliver passed away at 7 o'clock in the morning. I tried to lay down at 5:30. Couldn't fall asleep due to that. And then when I got up, he was in the process of passing away. So this is what's left over of my meal to show everybody. So this is the ham. This is my green bean casserole. And it has onions, a little bit of celery, mushrooms with assorted cheeses. And I ended up using broccoli or cream with this. This is my meat stuffing all done. So this is the stuffing here. And this is the meat topping on top with a little cheese mixed in and a little turkey gravy. And this is the hot broccoli and cheese casserole. And this is the non-hot broccoli and cheese casserole. And we have mashed potatoes. And these are the rolls, the finger rolls that I made. I'm going to dip them into my soup. And then I made a nice tossed salad also to have with the meal. And then this is just one of the casseroles. I did 2 little ones like that. That's probably mashed potatoes, the meat stuffing. That's just the meat sauce itself. Peppy had her dog food like she was going to. So everything's put into containers. As you can see, we still have a lot of food left. That's the other casserole. So I'm hoping tomorrow when I try to eat again, maybe I'll be able to keep it down. The meat is a little salty for me. I don't really do a lot of salt. I cut out salt about 10 years ago completely just to see salt once in a while. So I'll keep the ham, but everything else I'm just going to chuck because it's been out all day since 1:30, over 12 hours. I think it's because my husband put it in the fridge right away and it was still hot. And unless you're going to put it back in the oven for like 30 minutes to reheat it properly and let the cheese melt. When you make something with a lot of cheese, it just, you know, you put pizza in the air and you know how it feels when you bite into cold pizza. That there's a lot of cheese on top. So I think that's what aggravated my stomach a little bit. Because putting in the microwave is not going to melt it all the way. But I'm going to have this soup. It's vegetable minestrone soup. And we got it at Wade's Market. They had all these soups on sale for $1. These are usually like $2.39, $2.89 for these soups. So I grabbed a lot of them. We ended up getting some more salad dressings to have. You really can't have enough salad dressings. I wanted to make sure we had that kind of stuff. We ended up using yesterday, ordering our food online at Wade's Market in St. J. And if you look at this coupon they gave us in the bag, it's called Wade's Market Express Order. It's a service called Rosie. And it usually costs $5 and they call it a convenience charge. Now, if you first do it and you sign up, they give you a coupon called Express. You have to apply it. And now this is going to be our second coupon. For our second order, we will also don't have to pay the $5. And what's great about this service is that you have to give them a cell phone or a house phone number. They will call you, they will text you if there's a problem with your order. So there was a couple things that they didn't have, so I got something different. The only thing they didn't do was give me my salsa. So I know I got charged for it because I got charged $202. That's what it was supposed to be. And then I got charged for the turkey. So that was $21. And then they had to take off a couple of things that they didn't have and replace it with something else. And the turkey was supposed to be $24. So I just don't know why I didn't get my salsa. And they don't give a receipt. Printed out receipt showing everything that you were rung up for. So there's no way that I can be like, well, I didn't get my salsa, and you know, it's usually $2.39. So I don't know if I got rung up for it or not. But other than that, that was the only thing that was missing. Everything was fresh, hand-picked. I showed the meat yesterday that my husband got. It's supposed to be $16 a pound, and we paid $11.56. And it's a great piece of meat. So that's good. The girl that I talked to was very polite on the phone, and so we definitely will be using their service again. We got roughly about 90 items, so that's good. And I mean, for $5, I mean, put it in, you tell them between what time you want to pick up your order, and you go and you give them a code, and you pick up your order. That's it. So when we have to do a big shopping, where it's going to be $200-$300, we'll just use the service. It's a lot easier. So the teachers haven't updated grades in college for last week yet, which I think is funny. One of my teachers for English is a little laid back, and she'll allow you to be late. Depending on how late you are, if you're a couple hours at a half a day, she won't take off points. But if it's more than that, then you gotta take off points for that. My other teacher does not allow any late work, even if you're in the hospital in a coma. There's no late work. But she doesn't have a thing for herself saying, well, I'll have the grades updated by like Friday at 12 o'clock. And I don't think that's right that I have to wait for my grades. You want us to have our work on time and we get a 0, well, your job is to have our grades updated on time. That's just the way I feel. But there's nothing I can do about it. So I have to do just my journal in my English class. And then in my human bio class, I have to respond to two people. And try to start to get my research paper done. When I looked at it the other day, there's different things that you have to do. So she wants 5 sources, 3 sources could be the same, like 3 articles, 3 books, 3 journals, 3 studies, but not all the same. For each source, which is 5 of them at least, minimum, she wants a paragraph summarizing what it's about. I'm not really great at paraphrasing or summarizing other things, unfortunately. And then she wants your regular post, your regular essay. She says there's 11 chapters, and you have to connect what you picked out of the 5 options that we had with each organ that we went over. But there were 13 chapters, so I have to write to her tomorrow, well, later on today, and figure out, is this something that she didn't update because this is a brand new book this year? And that's probably what happened, so there's more chapters that were included. And I just want to make sure I don't mess up and put 11, not 13, and lose points. You have to have your in-text citations properly. And she doesn't want to, like we do the post. She really wants it to connect. So she wants an introduction. And then each chapter, but they have to. So basically you'll have like 15 paragraphs, roughly. But they all have to kind of connect to each other. So she showed us this example with communication, where she did an introduction of why she wanted to do this, with her theses, and why she felt it was important in her argument. And then she started off workplace and communication. It was a paragraph. Then the second paragraph, she started it with therefore, and then continued what she was talking about. So that's how she wants it done. And that's worth 50 points. Altogether, this is going to be worth 80. You need, of course, your cited sources. That's worth 10. They have to be properly done in APA format. She wants a graph. That's worth 5 points. But it has to be numbers. So I'm like, well, the only way for me to kind of do that, because I picked Salmonella poisoning, is I think I'm going to go through the age groups of the percent of how many people get Salmonella poisoning. So I'll start off with newborns and infants, toddlers, young children, teenagers, adults, and elderly. I think basically that's the only way I'll be able to do it, because I've already gotten 3 different about people in America who get this, and about people who don't actually report it. But how would you know how many people don't report it if there's no way for you to do data to figure that out? If they don't go to the doctor and say this is salmonella poisoning, you could just have a flu. So it's I don't know how I'm gonna do that, or I might just do their about, and I could always do the different sources I have and about what they say in the United States, how many people actually get sick. Just has to be some kind of graph like that, and I'm really good at graphs. I wish it was worth more than 5 points. She wants a cover page as well, and an index. Off the top of my head, I think that's everything that I saw. So it's going to be a little bit more work than what I expected it to be. Now, my English class, I put a cover page, but I didn't have to, but I like to do them, and they're good practice. Learning how to insert things properly, and formatting, and picking the right template. That's another thing. You gotta pick the right template for what you're trying to do. So this is due week 14. Like I said, I got about 18 days to get it fully done, but I want to send it in at least twice to eTutoring to try to get the highest grade that I possibly can. I figured it out, and if I get at least 40 points, which would be a 50 on the project for human bio, if I have at least an 80 by week 14, which I have is 79 right now, and I only got 50% of it, a 50. That would give me a 70. So I could still pass with just making sure that I got all the other stuff correct, because that's worth 50, the other one's worth 30. So if I can get 40, 10 points just on the written essay itself, then I can pass it. It's just it's kind of hard to connect it that way. She just doesn't want to be like, oh, here's my introduction, my theses, and then like organ 1, organ 2, organ 3. So it's a little bit more difficult. Um, so I'm not really too concerned about it. It would have been nice if it was worth 100 points. So, everything's worth 10 or however she was going to do it. But, uh, you know, she gives a little bit of advice for what she's look for formatting and what she expects, double spaced, 1-inch margins, for the letter setting 12, the format, she gives the 2 choices you can use. So that's nice. So me and my husband didn't spend a lot of time yesterday Thanksgiving just because, he got up at 10 and I started cooking at 7:45 and I chopped for what I needed for one thing. And then when I was ready, about 30 minutes ready to start to cook the other thing, then I would chop for that and then chop for the other one. So it was a lot of preparation as I was going. And then because I was so tired after everything, I went and laid down at 3. I just couldn't stay up anymore. And, I'm getting about 7 hours of sleep now, past 3 nights. It's just when I go to lay down. I lay down at 3, I got up at 6:30, I was dizzy. So my husband's like, oh, just go lay back down because apparently you're still tired. And then I got up at 10:30. And, now I've been up and it's 4. So this is just what I go through. Saturday, we gotta go visit my mother-in-law, and we have laundry to do, and my husband has to pick up some stuff for his cooking class and get that done by Sunday night. So, I wanted to watch at least one movie with him, yesterday, but I was just too tired. But he went and he played the game that I got him early for Christmas from Steam. So he enjoyed that, and then he watched a little Hulu himself. So as long as one of us is using it, we're getting our money's worth. And I went and ordered Peppy her box, only because they had a special. Um, you'll get 1 free toy. So I went and did that. But it made it seem, it was a Black Friday thing, and it made it seem like she was going to get double of everything. So I'm not sure as it is a $120 value. I would think that would mean she gets everything. I don't know. I just paid for it, and it's November 23rd, but it posted it as November 3rd to December 2nd, so I'm not sure if she's getting the Christmas one or Thanksgiving one, because they wasn't very clear. So usually when we do the box, we pay $42. This was $25, and we pay $42 because we usually pay the $9 for the toy. So what they did was, if you got a 12-month or 6-month subscription, the box itself was cheaper. And they took away the shipping and handling and then the free toy. And that would be the free toy. I chose 6 months for 6 months at $9 a pop. I'm going to see what it looks like to see if we'll keep it. You can cancel any time. You just got to hit the 12-month or 6-month, but you can cancel. It's about 5 days before they'll send you out a new one. Which makes it sound like they'll be sending out hopefully this one in December. Like, I'm hoping she gets the December box because that was the advertisement. 1 free toy. And then free, like, it's confusing because at first I thought she was getting 1 free toy and 3 free extra snacks at it being $120 value. And then a free headpiece, Rudolph headpiece for dogs. I'm not sure. But for the toy, we got the large one this time because the medium ones she's been putting holes in, like I showed you guys. So I'm gonna go through the ones that she has that has holes in them. I'm gonna chuck them tonight while she's sleeping, and she can just wait for her box to come in. She began 3 new toys anyways, and she still plays with the ones that we got from BullyMake.com. We're just this one was get something for free in the headset, so why not do that for her? And she likes her plushies as well as their toys, which is more of a chew toy. So, and as long as you don't open up the food, we just pick 1 or 2 treats. I'll turn you around and show you. So, we pick, this is from the box, and this is from the Bully Make. So, this is how we do her snacks, and then when one's gone, we open up a new one. And as long as you do that, these will last for about a year before they go bad. So, she's gonna go through them. So other than that, not too much going on. Frostpunk is the game that we got, and it's from the makers of This War of Mine. They still haven't fixed This War of Mine, unfortunately. The new story DLC broadcast broke the game. It even if you didn't buy it, their update of whatever they did broke the just regular standalone survive 60, 30, 60, or 90 days. You can't play the game at all now. So I'm just hoping they'll fix it because I know what I need to do for Father's Promise to advance in the game. I forgot I had to make the freaking rope bridge. And I was making other things, forgetting that I needed to do that, so I didn't have enough wood. So hopefully they can fix it and I can find some wood, or I have to start over again. But at least now I know what I need to do. And I haven't been able to beat that, so it would be nice to be able to. I tried like 4 times. And then I'll be able to play the second stories, which we waited 9 months for. And they knew they were gonna do this as they were still working on Frostpunk. You finish a project before you start a new one. I'm sorry. So, Frostpunk, my computer can run it, and it's still a little laggy. And it's not very clear what you need to do. When you play it, it's like, oh, this is what I hate. They want this, they want that. But they could have did a better job at an actual walkthrough of how to do things, especially build roads. I couldn't figure out how to do it, and my little streets were all crooked and all over the place, and you can't. If you dismantle it, you don't get any resources back. So it was a little frustrating at first. But I made it to day 12 before they kicked me out, and my husband made it to day 20 before they kicked him out. So, and it does have a storyline, and it has endless mode, but you get kicked out of endless mode as well. So yeah, my husband, he was playing that today. So I tried to play The Walking Dead yesterday, but nobody's doing mission 3, and I can't get through it by myself. It's 4 rounds of what's called the family members coming after you, and it's very hard to do it by yourself. I get to round 3, and then all my lives are gone. And if you have to play by yourself, they give you 1 extra life, so you can only die up to 4 times. And you can't allow one of the people who have your merchandise to leave. If this happens too many times, you fail the mission. But you get XP for it, so I'm hoping I'll feel a little bit better today when my husband gets up and that we can play it together. This way there's 2 of us. Be a little bit easier, and we just try to stick together, so if he gets hurt, he can help revive me and I can revive him. We just go together. And I think if we do that, we can get through it. So apparently people are like on mission 10, and they've I don't know if the missions have replayability. Right now, I know that it's locked on normal, so I can't play any other mode. And I'm on mission 3, and it won't allow me to do mission 1 or 2. So I know they said something about maybe December finishing season 2, which is supposed to have 10 more missions and about 5 side missions. And then I guess the next time they're going to be charging for the seasons. Okay, take my medicine. Um, okay, I don't know who you are, but thank you for watching, I guess. Um, so my husband gave me a couple games that I can try to play if I want. So we'll see how that works because, like I said, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I will be trying to get as much as this research paper done so I can have it looked at. So that's all I have to talk about. I hope everybody has a great day. If you have to work, just be safe. Where I live at, it's been snowing and it's icy and it's minus 10 degrees. So thank you for watching. Have a great day, everybody. I appreciate it.